Analysis and trading are two separate skills. For example, an expert auto mechanic has the knowledge of how a car engine works, but it does not imply that he or she can drive like an expert race driver. This is not to say that the knowledge of the auto mechanic is useless. However, in the context of racing, knowing exactly how the engine works would do little to help win the race. New traders are caught in the same thinking trap. They spend way too much time and resources learning different methods and techniques to analyze the market in order to justify every single move that the market makes. They don't realize that the skill required for trading do not come from looking at charts and drawing fancy patterns. One aspect of trading that is so difficult for new traders to understand is the fact that being right does not make them profitable. This is very counterintuitive to how we as human beings have been programmed to think. From the earliest age, we are taught in school that being right is the way to go. We label any score less than 50% as a fail. We are conditioned to think that a higher score in assessments and exams means a better grade, which leads to a better university options, career choices, and ultimately financial wealth. It doesn't matter how much or little schooling you have done, you are conditioned to think that high percentages lead to success. However, our general understanding about success and failure when it comes to probability does not apply in trading. A trading system with a high probability of winning does not make it profitable. I will show you why with an example. Let's create a game using 10 marbles, 8 red and 2 blue. We put them inside a bag and choose one at random. If we pick out a red marble, then we win $1. If we pick out a blue marble, then we would lose $1. Is this game profitable? Yes, the probability of a win is much higher than a loss. 8 out of 10 chances to win compared to 2 out of chances to lose. However, it is only profitable because the amount that you win or lose is the same. Now, let's change the game slightly so that a red marble wins $1 but a blue marble loses $5. Is this game still profitable to play? No, the size of winners and losers have changed and it is no longer profitable to play because the expectancy is against you. Notice that I use the word expectancy and not odds. Let's have a look into why the game has become unprofitable. Suppose you play this game 100 times and got 82% winners. Your total gain would actually be $8 loss. This tells us that if you play this game on a long-term basis, you would lose $8 every 100 games, or 8 cents per game. The more games you play, the more you will lose. Why would you want to take part in this? Here we have a system where the probability of being right is 80%, yet if you continue to play it day after day, you will end up losing money in the long term. So next time you see someone advertising their unique strategy using catchphrases such as 90% win rate, be very cautious because they are not telling you about the expectancy of their strategy. In trading, good strategies are profitable not because they have high win rate, but because they allow you to win more than you lose in the long term. You will hear the phrase in the long term very often because I assume that you want to be profitable year after year. The need to be right will ruin your chances of becoming a profitable trader because the need to be right is only for your ego and not your account. Here are the two most common scenarios that I have seen new traders go through. New traders learn a trading strategy and have 5 winning trades in a row. They spot a potential setup that is perfect in every way according to their strategy. It has all the signals and ticked every box. They put on a trade with a stop loss. Then the trade goes against them. Price moves closer and closer to their stop loss. What do? They move their stop even further away to give the trade some room because they know that it will turn around. It has to because it met all the right conditions. Next thing you know, they're sitting on a loss much larger than they had planned. Yet they continue to hold onto the losing trade, even moving their stop further and further out while hoping desperately for price to turn around. Why is it so hard to close out a trade? It's because they cannot accept that their analysis of such a perfect setup could be wrong, and now they're hoping that it will turn around to prove that they were right. The thought of closing out now only to find a price would eventually head into the right direction is even more painful. So, they continue to hold on to the losing trade until it either wipes out their account or they find the courage to exit. New traders learn a trading strategy and have 5 winning trades in a row. Then they have 3 losses in a row. They begin to lose confidence in their strategy and immediately look for ways to make it better, more than often by adding their own touch, even though they have limited experience in trading. They spot a potential setup that is perfect in every way according to their strategy. It has all the signals and ticked every box. However, their ego is hurt from being wrong 3 times in a row, and they decided to skip the trade because it just didn't feel right. That potential trade turns out to be a winner. They begin to have even more doubts. Then they have another 2 losses and decided that the strategy is broken. So begins another journey looking for the next strategy that doesn't suck like this one. The need to be right was so strong that new traders often cannot stand a few losses without losing confidence in their ability and strategy. It feels good to be right, so they continue searching to find strategies that give them that good feeling. I am certain that at least one of the above scenario applies to you, maybe even both. Don't feel bad because everyone starts out like this. Now that you know the problem, it is how to address the problem that will determine your future as a trader. The key to stop feeling the need to be right all the time comes from 2 important key understandings: expectancy of your strategy and emotional discipline. Earlier in this chapter, I have shown you how to calculate expectancy. I have also created a tool to help you. You can find it in the calculator tool. Next chapter, I will go into depth with how to build emotional disciplines.